There is glue to Hashem, and there is material who melt the glue and make you separate from Hashem. Sometimes you do two opposite things. You learn Torah, glue to Hashem. You pray, glue to Hashem. Then you watch all kinds of bad things on the streets or on the internet, separation from Hashem. It's two opposite powers. One is pulling you away from Hashem, and one is pushing you to Hashem. All your life, on and off, on and off. Get rid of the negative. If you will feel the sweetness of being attached to Hashem, sweetness, at 4 a.m. you will be already sitting with the Gemara, 2 hours before the net, Shachrit. I know people like this. They don't want to sleep. Chaval on every minute. Chaval, Gemara is so sweet. What is it going to be? I'm going to sleep until 7. 4, he went to sleep at 1. At 4, he's already up. Why? Not to miss hours of Gemara. I know few people like this. Few. That 4 o'clock, they're already in the Gemara. It's complete dark outside. It's going to be sunrise at 6. Already, let me start the day with an hour or two of Torah until I go to the first minyan. Why? Nobody forced them. Nobody told you have to wake up at 4 and learn an hour and a half before Shachar. It's nice to do. It's no obligation. You can daven and then learn. I can't live without it. Rav Ben Zion Abba Shaul was like that. My Rav is like this. I know a few more people. We have even a guy that was by us, was the biggest matmid in yeshiva. Spoke to him last night. I arrived from the lecture in Queens. He was after learning 2 hours, davening nets, and learning 2 more hours. Already. That's how the day was. Every day like this. Every day. Now it's Ben Azmanim, no yeshiva. Yeshivot are closed. He's with his family on a week vacation. What does he do in vacation? Learn Gemara all day. Sitting next to the view and the pool, get some nice breeze in Jerusalem, learn all day Gemara. Anything can be compared to it? Nothing. If you don't know, it's because you never tasted. If you never tasted, you will never know what you're missing. Try it. Give 3 months of your life with devotion. Get into it. Sink into it. Slowly you see how many of the nonsense of your life disappeared, and you cannot even stand. You cannot believe you wasted time on this, and you ran after that. Slowly you will clean away all the garbage from your life. You will never believe how wonderful and the feeling of your soul would be. Nothing in the world can get you to that feeling besides the Torah. And the harder it is, the more rust is going to take away from your brain, and more klipot from the neshama. That's what the Kabbalah said, the Gaon Mivilna. Klipot, shells. Another shell went off, and another one, until you see the light of God. You will never see it anywhere else, Rabotai. And that's when you begin to understand people like Rav Kook, Rav Ades, Rav Mordechai Steiner in Monsey, that the fire explodes from them, from being so attached to Hashem. You see right away, wow, you get scared. Get scared. So wow, where he is and where am I? It's depressing. You stand next to Rav Ades in a kotel, you see how he pray. 1 month I can't sleep at night after that. So I didn't reach 1,000% from him yet in davening. Or you see Rav Mordechai Steiner here. I filmed him one time. I made a film. You saw that film? You were in his bed midrash, so you know who I'm talking about. Running in the synagogue, running, jumping, sitting, crying, getting up, turning around, coming back, sitting down, getting up. Why? I cannot lose my concentration a second from Hashem. Shema Yisrael, Shema Yisrael. You reach such a level, it doesn't happen overnight. Even though by him, since he was bar mitzvah, someone told me. His father was with him in yeshiva. A boy bar mitzvah with such attachment to Hashem. Yes, not everyone is the same soul. We are all reincarnation. It could be a reincarnation of a giant tzaddik that came to help the generation, to set an example. Yes. We were not lucky to be one of those giants. But remember, when it comes to Torah, it's 100% in our hand. If you be rich or not, it's not always in your hand. You be healthy or not always in your hand. Many things is not in your hand. One thing is 100% in your hand. What? To be righteous and to be a Talmid Chacham, 100% in your hand, even if your brain is not sharp. Because if you sit for a few years and try, it will open up, guarantee. Guarantee. I've seen it by people that their brain was blocked, but they never gave up, and it opened overnight. The Sdei Chemed, one of Gdolei Israel, was an average student, average in yeshiva, nothing special. No one ever believed he's going to be some rabbi one day. He had an incident. Someone bribed an Arab maid to say that he was trying to mess around with her. It was all a fake story, fake news, like Trump used to say, fake news. The rabbi told him, go out of the yeshiva, go to another town, let everyone forget about it. I'll tell you when to come back. In the meantime, a few months later, the Arab felt that she did a horrible thing. She went, she looked around, she found him. Come back to the yeshiva, I will confess. You're innocent. He said to her, if I'll come to the yeshiva, there will be another wave of Chilul Hashem. Now, instead of talking against me, people will talk against the guy who bribed you. And it will make Hashem upset again for another 2 weeks. I rather not come back. I suffer here in my isolation. You go back, get your job. It's okay. I forgive you. He writes in his book that from that moment Hashem opened up his brain, and everything he read, he understood immediately to the highest level and became one of the biggest rabbi ever lived. He testified that until this day he was below average. Nothing. Definitely not to be one of the commentary on Torah and Gemara, Halacha. Who would ever believe such thing? So you see that opening the brain of a person is Hashem's decision, and He will do it based on devotion, integrity, effort, honesty. Efforts that you put in the Torah, that can do it for you. Everything else is depend how many hours you learn. Torah depend on how much you learn, and depend on also how much devotion you have and how serious you are.